Peace, love, and light, beautiful souls, and welcome back to my channel. Change is in the air, beautiful people. Are we ready? We are ready. We need this change. The shift is coming. Yeah, the shift. The shift towards a more spiritually inclined, feminine-based dominant, enlightened, knowledgeable, factual earth, arising the subconscious and the knowledge. There are so many things that I want to talk about and touch on, but let's take this one topic at a time because I don't want to rant and end up in a whole tangent of a lot. Now, I guess I can start with the power of knowing, your inner knowing, your inner knowledge, your higher frequency, your higher self. Lately, a post of mine has been going, I guess, viral on TikTok about dreams. And in particular, when you dream about someone from your past, what it means. And in that post, I've been getting a lot of questions, people asking me, well, if someone's passed on, why are you still dreaming about them? Aside from the fact soul never dies, but other than that, there was a particular individual who messaged me, and she said that she had this reoccurring dream of her mate cheating, and she wondered what she should do. So, I let it be known that I am not a dream interpreter. Do not come to me to figure out your dreams, because sometimes I don't even know the meaning behind my dreams, right? So I am not that person. I am not that bitch who's gonna help you figure, oh, this means that, this means that. What I do try to do is help you understand your own dream by helping you tap into your higher self. So my advice to her was two things. It could be either a fear-based situation or an actual warning or knowledge of what's happening. Now, with the fear-based situation, a lot of times we have internal fears that we repress and internal traumas that we repress and push down. And when we sleep, our conscious mind, our human mind, creates these dreams of us living through our biggest fears or reenacting our traumas. Yes, this 3D earthly body is very powerful if we let it be in control of us. A lot of times it's controlling us and we don't even realize it. So I'm like, you have to figure out one, if it's a fear-based thing or if it's an actual fact. So she wanted to know how would she figure out which is which. And I'm like, confront the partner. Go to your partner and let them know what your dream is about, how many times you've been having it, and your feelings behind it. And one would genuinely ask, well, how does that help? The partner could lie. And I want to say, yes, the partner can lie. But if this is your partner, you should know them. You should know the energetic frequencies. So I told her to ask her partner and watch and see his watch. And I told her to watch him or her. Watch the other person in the situation. Don't watch with your two eyes. Watch with your third eye. Watch with your crown chakra. Watch during and after the interaction for any differences in their energetic field, their energetic frequency. You know this person. This is your person, right? The same way we have this divine knowledge of saying we can tell when someone's lying, we can tell when someone's bullshitting us. You know when someone is doing some things that they shouldn't be doing. So if you're unsure, the best way to find out is to question them about it. Because trust me, if you allow yourself to be divinely tapped in, you will know the answer. And it's so much not a process of being divinely tapped in, But you can ask Source, Spirit, the Universe, God, whichever you choose to refer to it, to show you the truth, your higher self, to show your ancestors, spirit guides, guardians, whatever you subscribe to or acknowledge as higher wisdom than yourself. Ask them to show you the truth, and they will not lie. Because I personally have been in situations where I been with people or a person, and everything's going fine, and all of a sudden, boom, like a strike of lightning. I'm like, go through the phone. Listen, it sounds toxic. But hear me out, right? We've been together for XYZ, how much amount of time? All this time we've been together, I never had the urge and the inkling. I've never had the urge or the desire to go through that phone. That's when you know it's not a fair base. If you enter into a relationship and you're already afraid, you already have this trauma from what you've experienced, and all of this comes to when you don't heal from your past either. Because a lot of times you can be sending yourself crazy because you experienced something and you haven't healed from it, and now you think every situation is this exact thing. No, I'm speaking those who, like I said, everything's going fine. You had no thoughts, no suspicions. That word was hard. No suspicions of this person doing anything, and then all of a sudden it's like, go through the phone. Just go through the phone. And I did, and I found out what I needed to find. And I'm like, you know what? I set my intentions and I asked the universe, my spirit guides, and my higher knowledge, listen, reveal truths to me. Reveal what I need to know when I need to know it. So there were times when I might have been, but I'm like, you know what? I'll know when I need to know. When the time is right, the truth will be revealed to me. And that's a faith and an understanding and a knowledge that you have that no one can take away from you. So I guess this part of the video is just about trusting self, trusting higher knowledge, higher power, understanding. You have this divine innate knowledge and wisdom already in you. It's encoded into you. You cannot run from it. It's a part of you. It's already there. That is you. Once you just start tapping into it, you already know. And I have a feeling that lady probably already knew. But like I say, a lot of us require external confirmation and validation. Trust me, a lot of times I was at that point too where I knew better. I knew what I knew, but I still wanted more confirmation, more validation, something or someone to be like, yep, this is true. And a lot of times, how much times do we experience that as humans? How many times do we know a situation and say, I feel it in my gut, I know it in my heart, I can feel it. But we don't act and we don't come to our conclusion until we see a physical proof of this. The problem is, not all the time physical proof is going to be there. Not all the time there is going to be physicality to your intuitiveness. What do you do then? Do you sit in the energy of uncomfortableness? Do you sit in your knowing better, and still dwelling in the same space because you can't physically prove it? When every fiber of your soul, your being, your essence is telling you to get out. How many times have you experienced your higher self, your higher knowing, your intuition telling you exactly what it is, but you gotta see it in real life, in real time. A lot of times by the time you see it, it's too late. You are so invested, you're so deep, you're so traumatized, you're so hurt, when sometimes all you need is your higher knowing, and you're knowing that, this is not lining up, this is not making sense. Like I say, in order to have this divine knowledge and this tapped into this intuitiveness in your higher self, you have to heal from what you've been through. Because a lot of times it's not your higher self, it is your fear and your trauma speaking. So you can't wish to be divinely intuitive and still unhealed from your shit. You're unhealed from your shit. You have to heal and actually decide to take a risk, take a chance. You can't stay in your shell of fear and expect to continue to live life. cannot. It does not work like that. So after you've healed, let's say you've healed, you've got no, you're ready to start again. You have to put yourself out there. You have to put yourself out there and be open and vulnerable. Because otherwise, you're hiding, you're living in fear. There are a lot of people who I know personally who say they can't wait to be in a relationship. They want this and they want that. But they're moving from a space of fear. This reminded me of another video I posted on TikTok. And I'm like, why do we choose to operate in the things that we don't want? You want to be abundant, but you are stingy. You're stingy with what you have. But you expect to attract abundance. You expect to attract love, divine love, but you're living in fear, and you fear from those who show you love. You expect the universe to bless you, God, universe, source, whatever, to bless you, but you're mean to others. You are vibrating on a frequency that is opposite from what you're trying to attract. Make it make sense? It cannot. It does not. So with this big solar eclipse that's happening in a couple of days, on a Monday, that's happening tomorrow. Use this time to decide what energy you want to be in, because this is a big time of new beginnings. Now is the time to seize the opportunity to magnify and intensify the life and the energy that you want. This is it. Now is the time to choose whether you want to be left wing or right wing. I don't know why I said that, but because that's political. But anyway, a lot of things are happening. Big changes are happening. It's happening to the earth. It's happening to humans. But it can also be happening to you. Choose what you want to align to, and choose the life that you want to walk. Namaste.